Hi Pisces, welcome to your 2025 Astrology Horoscope forecast. Welcome to my channel. I'm Anisha and I talk everything around astrology and tarot. I'm just checking my mic very quickly. So Pisces, we have one of the most intense intense years of the decades. We have all the slow-moving planets which are shifting. We have Pluto, which takes about approximately 2 decades to shift. We have Neptune, which takes about 14 years to move, which is shifting. We have Uranus, which takes approximately 9 years to shift. That is moving. And then we have Saturn, which is shifting after 3 years. I'm going to quickly give you a gist of what to expect this year, specifically globally, as to how it is that these slow-moving planets are going to be affecting us. And then I'm going to be deep diving into your own chart. And then I will close the video with a small tarot reading, which will summarize what 2025 has in store for you. So do ensure that you watch the video till the end to know exactly what 2025 as per tarot is concerned is all about for you. So we have Pluto, which has moved into Aquarius. In fact, it started rolling last year. Now this year 2025 is the year where it will finally spend one entire year in Aquarius. And Pluto in Aquarius is all about, the focus is going to be on identity, individuality, and innovation on a global scale. We will see themes around collective self-awareness, technological breakthroughs, challenges to power structures. Also, we can expect a greater emphasis on individuality and on societal equality and the power of communities. We are already experiencing, AI technology as far as ChatGPT is concerned. There's going to be far more advanced versions or even more integrated services in the way that we communicate, in the way that we exchange information, which we will see and experience. And also there's going to be a lot of focus on quantum computing as well. We will also see transformation in leadership styles, more focus on decentralization and progressive ideals. There is going to be a heightened focus on human rights, equality, and innovation. There are going to be challenges with control as well. Resistance to oppressive structures also is something that we will be experiencing. We then have Uranus, which is there in Gemini, and it is going to revolutionize communication, technology, and education globally. So we'll see major themes around communication, information sharing, transportation, and relationship between different countries as well. The key themes around the Uranian energy or transit in Neptune is going to be around AI integration, global learning platforms, new forms of transport. We're already seeing electric cars, maybe there will be flying cars, but also advanced space and travel tech is going to be there. There is also going to be focus on evolution on how humans interact with technology, possibly with brain tech interfaces. I'm sure there's a lot of work which is already underway. Finally, we have Neptune, which is moving into Aries, and this is when things start to get little worrying and little dramatic, because Neptune is a planet which brings about a lot of haze. You can't see things very clearly. It brings about confusion. It brings about chaos. You can't take decisions clearly when Neptune is there, because you're kind of in a la-la land. But it is there in Aries, which is governed by Mars, which is the ruler of war. So having a leader which does not have a clarity to make a decision, but is trigger happy, with Uranus being there, uses communication, or does not hesitate to, even it rules the internet, to sort of sabotage all sorts of communication. And then we have Pluto, which is happy to sort of dig through and bring out data which is really, really ancient, but making it more relevant again. So everything put together can be quite worrying. This was Similar planetary positions were there last when we had civil unrest. So this can bring about personal identity, leadership, and bold visions globally as well. Neptune also speaks about about spirituality. It also governs spirituality. So we will experience a surge of spiritual warriors, visionary leaders. I'm personally rooting for that. Movements for global peace also may integrate with assertiveness and with action. And there is going to be a push for spiritual alignment with individual bravery and courage. However, overall, there's going to be a more focus on personal authenticity and breaking illusions of conformity everywhere. We just need to keep in mind that Aries urges us to take an action when it comes in transit, and Neptune is not too happy being in Aries because Neptune wants to sort of be in its own spaced out space, but Aries wants to sort of keep egging it on and go on and take action, go on and fight. It keeps doing that. Moving into your own chart, Pisces, we are going to be having Pluto in your house of behind the scenes. This is the house of spirituality. This is also the house of family skeletons and secrets. And this also speaks about subconscious healings. This house also governs hospitals, prisons, everything which is behind the scenes, even research. And Pluto is going to be here for the next 2 decades. So Pluto can either make you like a great time to be a detective, and you will be ferring about all the details. You want to really get underneath stuff, and you want to know the hows and the whys. Why did it get done? Also, it can at times bring about a lot of hidden ailments as well, hidden illnesses as well. Maybe something which has been lying dormant for years, and you may have started experiencing this last year because Pluto started rolling in last year. So a lot of you may have, whether it's really inflammation of the body, maybe strange allergies, maybe your body is sort of not in alignment with you. You're feeling something in your head, but your body is reacting in another way. And this is something which is connected with your subconscious. So fabulous time for therapy, fabulous time for research. Like I said, next 2 decades, even if you're not sort of, whether it's a fabulous time or not, you are going to be this little detective. You're going to be ferreting out all the details, the hows and the whys, and you would want to really get behind the scenes. A lot of you will also will be happy working behind the scenes. In fact, a lot of you could be working from home as well. Maybe it could be your own work, it could be your own business. This house also speaks about self-undoing. At times we are our own worst enemies. So try not to get in your own way, Pisces, and also recognize that if you are, so you need to be getting out of your own way as well. And Pluto over here is going to keep digging underneath, and because this is the house of deep psychological problems, it has to do with your psyche, it has to do with your subconscious, it has to do with spiritual healing. It's also the house of sort of recharging our emotional battery. So ensure that starting this year you are taking a lot of retreats, or if not that, just be with the nature, stay away from people. Stay in touch with people whom you like, but sort of keep recharging your emotional batteries more regularly during this time as well. We then have Uranus that is moving into your house of home. This is the house of roots. This is your house of foundations, with people with whom you share the space. This is also the house of your mother, because this house is governed by Cancer. Uranus brings about unpredictable shifts as far as home and family dynamics are concerned. Maybe for some of you, there is something very sudden that happens with your mother. There is a sudden ailment that you discover. Maybe you move in with your parents, maybe they move in with you, maybe they shift houses. So this could be a time also, this year rather, is a time of shifting, renting, leasing, buying, renovating. A lot of movement at home is there. And also this will, because Uranus is there, it will bring about a lot of conversations around your childhood, how you grew up, maybe a lot of sort of going back to the roots as well is also indicated. Neptune is there in your house of money, and this is where it starts getting a little interesting. And Neptune is there in Aries, and Aries is the god of, rather is governed by the planet Mars, which is the god of Lord of War. And Neptune is this really hazy, wants to, it's very spaced out, live and let live, but it does not let you see things clearly. Neptune is there in your house of, this is the house of money, this is the house of earned income, this is also the house of your self-worth. And Neptune is going to be there for 14 years, so this is not a small transit. But the good thing is you also have Saturn, which is going to be there in the initial first 3 years with Neptune in your house of money, which will bring you that discipline. It will bring you that structure where money is concerned. Otherwise, you may tend to idolize money a lot. Idolize in the sense that, what I earn is enough. What is the need to be doing? It is good as it is. Why rock the boat? All of that conversation Neptune brings about, and it does not let you see things very clearly. Also, where your self-worth is concerned, Neptune will confuse that a lot with other things, things like, why it is that I need to be getting healthy to be looking good. I'm not vain. I don't need to be looking good. I'm fine. I accept myself the way that I am. I'm very comfortable. So Neptune runs this entire script at the back, saying that, oh, you don't need to be doing much. Things are fine the way that they are. We'll get by. Everything is under control. No need to sort of work too hard, seek for clarity. But Saturn being over there is going to push you the first 3 years. And that's the trick, Pisces, if you can roll your sleeves up, if you can work with Saturn, because it will bring you some amount of angst as well, because Saturn is the authority figure, Saturn is the father figure, Saturn is the red tapeism around work. It's the protocol, it's the rules, the regulations, the policies, the law. And Saturn over here, if you are sort of willing to work with Saturn and roll up your sleeves and say that, no, I'm going to work in a structured way where money is concerned, or I'm going to be seeking more clarity, or I'm going to be more disciplined, or Saturn in its own way will bring about obstacles in its way where you're not getting paid, or the money is not coming by. So this entire tug between Saturn and Neptune is going to be there for the initial 3 years, and you have to allow Saturn, even though it may feel tough, to do its job so that you can get more discipline, you can get more structured, and you can also build your self-worth along with it. Extremely important. Also, don't judge yourself by the money that you have in your banks, Pisces. I mean, you should be having some, but don't judge your sense of who you are or what you represent in life, whether to your loved ones or to generally what you do. But this is also not a year of sort of shying away and not, depending or building your own sense of self-worth. We have a beautiful tarot reading for you. We have 3 cards. We have the Moon, the Star, and the Lovers. I think it's the best tarot reading out of the deck. So this is your card, Pisces, extremely Neptunian. You are governed by Neptune, so it speaks about trusting your intuition. It speaks about being aware about illusion and confusion. It also speaks about having patience. Clarity will come with time. You have to keep digging for it. This is a card of hope and healing. It is also about abundance and on having a balance. If you see, this angel has 1 foot on the land and 1 foot in water, one hand in water. So have the balance between the reality, between the dreams and the reality, and also focus on your dreams and on your aspirations. And finally, we have the beautiful card of the Lovers, which speaks about harmony in partnership, in relationships, And this is also the key, Pisces. I mean, this is where also you need to be looking at that, if your partner is really triggering you, or your relationships, your even business partnerships are triggering you, what is it that you need to be changing in order for your life to be more abundant? And this year, it has a potential for deep and meaningful connections as well for you. Quick do's and don'ts for you before I close the reading. Do trust your intuition and embrace healing this year, extremely important. And don't let confusion or fear stop you from moving ahead, Pisces. It's been fabulous speaking with you, Pisces. I'll see you again soon, and thank you so much for watching.